Day 1. What is that stench? A lack of regard, disregard, cast off all constraints, no regard, retardation, poor hygiene, Stank, Budeh, Bunk. Translation: Stank, Booty, Bunk. The lack of regard is clearly evident by the form of such. Sloppy. Potato sack. Lazy. Looking like a hamster. No discipline. No structure. Nasty. Stank. Budeh. Funky. I am hit by the immense weight of the funk. First off, my first thoughts, layers of funk. Second thought, disease. Third thought, unknown territory, no resistance built up to the stench of the funk. First thoughts on the decision of a course of action. Number 1, inhumane decision, instinctually, fuck it, kill them all, kill everybody. Too harsh. Second thought, run like fucking hell. Third thought, course of action. Find the cause of the funk. Ask questions. Maybe suggest things to this person. Okay. Rebuttal. What smell? What are you even talking about? My thoughts. What smell? It smells like a fucking barn in here. It smells worse than a barn. It smells like a Holocaust barn that died, came back to life, and was diseased, and the disease was the cause of the death. Cause of the stench. Neglect. Stank, Budeh, Bunk. Real cause of the stench. Sheer neglect. Poor hygiene. Cross-contamination. Solutions. Solution 1. Wash your ass. Solution 2. Wash your sheets. Solution 3. Kill yourself. Too harsh of a solution. Plan, rethink, and plot. Walmart. Thou hast pooped, but thou hast not washed the stank, Budeh, Bunk and poopy crust from the very crack of the ass. Smell horrendous. Layers, compact, accumulation, over time. Cause, poor hygiene, neglect. Sheets, course of action. Burn them. Little too harsh. Second choice, course of action. Wash your fucking sheets, please. Location. Bed. Kitchen. Center of kitchen. Wash your fucking sheets, please. Course of action. I'm not sleeping on that fucking bed. I'm sleeping on the floor. Avoid those spots by all means. Wash my own sheet and avoid those stank spots by all means. Stank Budeh Bunk. Very, very, very scientific explanation for these problems. Well, subjects, lack of hygiene. Funk and layers of funk rooted within the sweat over layers of time. Prolonged exposure to sweat and feces and other BO stank over prolonged periods of time. Also, concentration of foul odors and scents and fluids concentrated and centered in a specific spot over time. This is all very scientific. Now, I'm just saying. I have to say, it's very. There's logic behind this. What's the how do we solve this? One, you gotta think like there's the plastic method. You cover everything in plastic. You wash the plastic. No one ever truly feels the fabric beneath the plastic. You spray down the plastic. You may change the plastic, but no one makes contact with the fabric. Actually, not bad of a tactic. Okay. Not really too bad, honestly. Another solution. This is where we're gonna get heavy, folks. This is gonna be down and dirty and heavy. So brace yourselves. This is not for the faint of heart. You may want to wash your booty hole every time you drop a deuce. Now, I know that sounds like too much work for some of you people out there, and I'm not saying you go full on porno session enema. I'm not saying you just go wild. Okay, I'm not saying the inner deepness of the booty hole, but I'm saying the cheeks, the crack, in the rest. After you drop a deuce, you may want to just like honestly shower and wipe and wash all that shit. Especially if it's a hot fucking summer and you think that you are going to sit your ass, your lethargic fat ass, or the lack thereof, perhaps, on that one stank booty spot and think that you're going to accumulate all that stank fucking booty bunk in that spot as if that spot has a Jesus cloth face imprint of your fucking cheeks. And for you men out there, for your cheeks and your ball sack. If you think that you're going to sweat it out and let all those grotesque fluids come out of your body and just layer itself in that spot, you have another thing coming. And I know you motherfuckers can't smell, so because you can't smell shit, you don't even detect the presence of this stank booty bunk. You don't detect the threat. First off, and you need to detect the threat. You need to sniff that shit out. But I know you motherfuckers can't smell. Neither can you taste nor hear. I know your senses are fucked. Okay, I know they're fucked. But maybe if you sniff hard enough, You can find the source. You can address the problem, and you can start to come up with solutions. I gave you solutions. You can find solutions to neutralize this fucking stank Budeh Bunk and have a fresh smelling environment. So when I go up in there, because I'm visiting or whatever, and I come into your guys' house, I am not blown back by the immense, heavy, weighted, thick cloud of stank Budeh Bunk that rocks my fucking psyche and senses and has me afraid to even go near spots and areas. Okay? So I don't know, this may even be a series. I do not want to make this into a series because I know some of you guys get uptight in the panties and you guys get in your feelings and you really don't want to hear this type of shit, and you're thinking, my house really smells like stank Budeh Bunk. Yes, your house smells like, and I'm not naming names, but I will name. Okay, I'll do a disservice, but I will name a thing because I've done it already. So since the cat's out the bag, if you will, I will name the name. McKenna House Couch. McKenna House Couch. You need to burn that couch, boys, because that thing is stank. And it is tainted. And that's so much bunk and so much funk that it is permeated. It has worked its way into the very fabrics and fibers that are intertwined that the naked eye cannot see. You need to get a microscope and see what has crawled its way, what remains, and what has accumulated deep in the crevices of the windings of the twine in that fucking fabric. Okay? It needs to be burned. It needs to be burned. There's no cleaning that. You need to burn that shit. And get a new couch, man. It's over. Game over. Okay? That's an unhelpful situation. But I'm telling you. Again, I'm telling you, and you need to listen. There are solutions out there, folks. There's solutions to these things. You don't have to live this way, okay? And that whole cat shit on the carpet and dog shit on the carpet, and you think you're gonna just shrug it off, you need to take that whole fucking rug and just burn it. You need to rip that shit up like you need to rip it up like it had bed bugs in it. Just rip it off the floor with no regard and just burn it. Or at least dispose of it. It just needs to go. No, this shit will not. I will not tolerate this shit, nor will I keep my mouth shut. I am speaking on it, and I will continue to speak on it. I will not shut my mouth. I've the how do I say it? The straw has broke the camel's back. Okay, I'm done. I am not gonna allow this whole stank Budeh Bunk funk shit to just run rampant everywhere, okay? First step to admitting you have a problem is admitting that you have a problem, you know. Second step, learn to smell. I'm going to say it again, please. Learn to smell. Because a lot of people, you know, you think your shit don't stink. You go around and you don't, it's like you don't smell. Now, I know some of you are impaired out there and you really actually can't smell. Like, your senses are dull, and that's another issue. If your senses are that dull, then you need to see a doctor, and you need to really start inhaling shit. Like, when you get up close to something, I don't care if it looks funny, you need to, like, start sniffing things. Like, you need to, here's a real hard tip, a real hardcore raw tip for some of you people, right? That some people, you don't want to hear this, but next time you sit your stink ass down in a chair and you know you've been sweating, why don't you, like, put your fucking nose in that spot real quick to see what you smell, right? And I guarantee you, if you smell nothing but poo-poo, then you are the culprit, and then that is the issue right there. Then, you know, what that tells you to me is what you should have did is, you know, after you dropped that heavy deuce that we know you dropped, you should have washed the crust out your ass. You should have went to the shower and took a shower and literally washed all that gunk out of the crevice of your booty crack. And you should get real close to that booty hole too. Because we know you're not gonna, I'm not saying you're gonna have to cleanse your entire fucking colon in one shot, but I'm saying you need to learn how to literally wash your ass before you just go sitting your sweaty ass on everything. Because I know some of you guys out there and women, I know some of you culprits like to do that type of shit. And I will also say, don't come to my house. If you think you're gonna come in my house and step in my room with that stink booty bunk shit, then you better be ready to sit on the floor on a fucking piece of plastic that you brought yourself, or you better stand the entire time, because I'm not gonna let you come and contaminate my shit with that stink booty bunk shit. The cat's out the bag. Okay, the gloves are off, and I'm swinging. I'm not gonna tolerate that shit anymore. You don't come to my house with that shit. If you come to my house, you better fucking come correct, and you better. I don't know, man. I mean, if you've already done the deed, then you already know to hit the shower and put on a clean pair of clothes, because you are not bringing that bunk shit in my house. And that's just final. You say, oh, well, that's too much. What is that? It ain't extreme. I don't want my shit smelling like shit. I don't want my chairs and my surfaces and my bed and things I lay my head upon smelling like bunk shit and stank booty bunk. Sweaty bunk funk. I am not that guy. Okay? So, this is volume 1 of the Stank Booty Bunk Files, and I'm your host, Steve from the back, and it is what it is, man. Hate it or love it, it is what it is. I said my piece, and that's it.